Hey everyone, Michael here. Hope you guys are having an amazing day. Today we're going to be talking about Bitcoin because boy oh boy is it giving people a little bit of a worrying feeling right now because the market is starting to teeter a little bit. Before we go look at Bitcoin, make sure to check out my link down below for BingX. You guys can get $100 of free trading credit to buy whatever you want for the long term. Alright, so this is what we're working with, everybody. We do have a Deathcross coming up next Sunday. That is not going to be a good sign for the market. Historically though, it's actually never happened before, so we don't know exactly how bad this is going to be. The only time we've ever come close here is all the way back in 2015, and that was over 7 years ago now. So we're going to have an opportunity to kind of learn from this experience, but we do know that death crosses historically are not the very best of things. Go back in time over here, the 20 dropped down below the 50 on the weekly moving averages. Wow, look at that crash. 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 So we're hopefully not going to see a repeat of that because that would take Bitcoin way down to the $10,000 level, which I don't think we're going to be at because I don't also see the NASDAQ making such a large move or the SPY making such a large move. But I want you guys to be aware that's not a good sign for the future of Bitcoin over the next few weeks. I just want that to be in the back of your mind as you guys are formulating some trades. Now, to go over to the daily chart, we have still broken out. We're still holding up. It looks like since we've broken out, we've pretty much only gone sideways with a little bit of upward momentum, and every time we try to shoot up, we kind of get shot back down, unfortunately. Now, because of the poor earnings of Apple, Google, and Amazon, the market is just a little bit more uncertain, and while that does make things a little bit more difficult, at least for now, I want you guys to be watching the 20-day moving average. Normally, when we come across these moving averages, I would say about 80% of the time, we have a very significant move. Coming back over here, you can see a nice large move breaking out, breaking down. Over here, a small move. So again, not every time. Big move, medium move. Over here, medium move, larger move, larger move, larger move. Especially when we're coming up towards the high end here. But of course, every now and again, we have something that looks like that. So just be aware of it, but majority of the time, it looks like that, okay? So as we kind of watch this 20-day moving average, my stop loss at this point in time is really just going to be the support level right down here of 22,306. If we decide to break down below that, I am going to sell off some of my longs that I have, and I'll just look for another opportunity to buy back in. I'm hoping that we don't actually have to break down below this 20-day moving average. I'm hoping that the NASDAQ and SPY can hold some type of support and get us rocketing back up. But I believe with all this earthquake nonsense going on in the, not nonsense, but earthquakes going on over on the other side of the world, that does have a little bit of an effect on our markets at this point in time, as well as interest rate hikes and all the other data coming out. As far as all the indicators though, everything is still signaling it's an okay opportunity to continue holding. This is not a time for you to get out or do anything really rash, if you ask me. The reason for that is because we're having a golden cross here, at least on the daily chart, where the 50 is going to cross above the 200 for the first time in a long time. Last time it happened was in 2021 Tuesday. We did have a dip following that, but then we continued to skyrocket up to new highs as far as Bitcoin's concerned. And the last time besides that was all the way back over here in May of 2020. It's been a while, guys. This will be a fantastic opportunity to see if we can actually have another move up. For me, at this point in time, I think I'm going to be using the GAN fans here and the GAN boxes just to have a better opportunity of what exactly is holding us back. Because right now, it looks like right here, our resistance level for closing tends to be around 23,837. This week, it tends to be more around 23,645. But if we have an opportunity to break out here, then our next level of resistance really does come back up here to 24,836. And that kind of coincides with the 50-week moving average, the 200 weekly moving average. And that's kind of what I want to see here. If I were to go over to the daily chart right now, you can see this has just been the biggest pain for us to get above. But if the stock market can hold up a little bit longer, everybody, that means that we can actually have a bigger move up here to 23,633, test it out, and then try to ramp it up here to close to $25,000. After that, those moving averages are going to be a big pain to deal with, but we'll have to see if we have an opportunity to even go further than that. At this point, though, you can definitely see that the NASDAQ is just definitely not wanting to continue to move up to crazy new highs here because of the poor earnings of, again, Amazon, Google, and Microsoft, or excuse me, Amazon. So, hope that helps you guys out. Have a great rest of your day, and make sure to check out these videos.